All right, now that you've understood some of the basic knowledge you need to get about branding, let's go to the practical part. I'm going to be showing you guys how to generate your personal logo and how to go about preparing yourself for grand entrance into the music industry. Some of the things we'll be needing right here, I'm going to be showing you guys in my computer, so pay close attention because we are diving into something very crucial for your journey as an artist. Now, the first thing we'll do is we'll get an application or an extension called Google Keep, which is absolutely free. You could download it on your Apple Store. You can download it on your Play Store. Then we create a new notes. And so here, once we have the new note, we can name it something we want to name. Let's say plans for the year. All right, now that we have plans for the year, we can now start writing the notes and say to-do list. Then we add a small dash right here. And now that we have the to-do list, what we'll do is we go to ChatGPT, which is by OpenAI. This is the premium version. I use the GPT-4. By the time you watch this, there might be newer versions, so you could use the newer versions. There's the GPT-5. You could also try it. So you can say, suggest, these are some prompts that you could use. Suggest a rollout plan for an upcoming artist, stating all I need to become better. All right, so we can just ask ChatGPT to check it out. Now, so you can see ChatGPT has trillions of words in it, so you can see it's giving you every single info of things you need to begin your journey. Now you can see here it's saying stuff like your artist identity, your visual identity, and your social media setup. So once you have all this stuff, which includes the music assets, you have the content calendar, you have the pre-save campaign, you could easily just take some of it and add to your Google Keep calendar, which I'll be showing you how to do that. It's still generating. So this is a 3 to 6 months plan before release. You can see ChatGPT is still writing and arranging all the things we need to get our career all started. But the core things we need here is under the artist identity here, we already know that we can get our clear identity and also work on our unique sound and everything, which is a practical part of it. We could also look here, there is a visual branding, which is telling us about getting logos, our colors and fonts, which I'm going to come to my Google Keep here and add logo, then I'll add color and I'll add font under the visual part, visual representation. All right, so under the visual representation, we have the logo and stuff. Then it says under the visual branding here, we need to get high quality promo materials such as photo shoots, album cover, and social media templates, which brings me to the amazing part. We are going to be using Canva as our guide to get some of the things that we'll be using. Now, if you want to make a cover art, let me give you a bonus tip. You could come here and put cover design. Then let's be specific. Let's say music cover design. Then we search, and then here you have a lot of options, which some of them are free, but you could easily pay for some. I'm not on the premium one. This is the free one. So you could try this. You could get the app on App Store and then just give it a shot. Look, this is amazing. All you need to do is click on it and it's going to bring out your options to customize. So you click on customize this template and you could easily just write whatever you want and download it by clicking on share. And it shows you everything, and you click on the download. Easy. You can customize by just clicking the stuff. Look, here you have the color scheme, which we talked about the colors on our Google Keep. Let's say for our logo here, we could use Canva to make something amazing. We could just come close here and search for logo design. And here you have amazing templates. There are lots of templates here you can customize. You can just click on, if you see the premium ones, they have this little crown feature, but this is worth investing in. So if you have the money, you could easily just pay for the pro plan. And then if you don't, you could just manage this one. So let's find a very cool, let's say my name is Viana. Let's create a name. So I can customize this template here. As easy as it is, I could easily just click here and say Vienna. Now this is an amazing, cool, smooth, sexy logo. All I need to do is click share and click on download. You could see there's lots of size differences here. There's 500 by 500, I'm not a graphic designer, but this is like a shortcut for you guys to do this stuff. So once you click on download, you wait for a few seconds. It's going to show you everything, and voila, we have our logo here. So with all that being said and done, now that we've gotten our logo, we could come here and remove the logo. And if we want, we could click on this little button here to come add the logo onto our board to say, okay, we've done this one. And we can now go to color. So under the color, we might say we want to go with pink, black, purple. But for me, I love purple, so I'm going to put purple color. All right, here we have the purple color all sorted. Then the fonts, you could use a place called 1001 fonts and one free font. So here we have the results. You could just click on it. This is it. It's 1001freefonts.com. Here we can just find a font we like, and then we could just colonize it by clicking on the download. And any video we want to make, we could add it inside. And if we want to make an artwork, we could still add it inside. Now, any skill you learn is totally fine. So I'm going to be showing you guys an easier route to get this done. Now let's open ChatGPT on another tab, and there's a feature in ChatGPT called DALL-E, which is an extension of ChatGPT itself. All we are going to do is we can tell DALL-E create a logo for a music artist called Vienna. All right, so we have to add this little apostrophe to show ownership. Then we could press enter. And this is so smart, it can create this in a matter of split seconds. So you don't even need to worry too much. Look, it's already doing its job. So once it creates this logo, we can download it, compare and contrast. These are like the two platforms I use for making sure that my branding stuff are intact and I'm on time with everything. So Vienna logo. All right, this is taking a little time because Vienna is probably going to take over the world. Yeah. Now, DALL-E have finished generating this. We are going to wait to see what it looks like. Once we have the logo, all we need to do is just click one button to get the download, and boom, we have our official artist logo for Vienna. Okay, so this is the logo we created. This is for Vienna, this is for Vienna. If we don't like anything here, we could just easily add more prompts. We could say, create a simple logo for a music artist called Vienna. Make it in black and white. ChatGPT works with prompts, so we have to be very careful what we add. Whatever we add is what it's going to give us. Since we don't like the colors, the purple stuff all within the background, we could easily regenerate, but just play around with the prompts. I'll be giving you guys a prompt note after this video. You could just check in the resource file side, and then you get this prompt note where you can just see some of the things you can try. Now here you see we have a Vienna logo that we love. To get this, we just click on the download, and here you see, we can see here's the Vienna logo. As easy as that. Now that you've gotten how to make logo and do stuff, we could easily just come here and now find other amazing stuff. Let's do templates for rollouts. In case you don't want to use, let's say, the templates on my Google Keep, you could easily come here and then go home. You could play around with a lot of stuff. There's the one for presentation, you have the one for website, social media, invoice, book cover, So let's click on doc. You could see here, they have a little part where you could write your achievement requirements, everything. So let's say you want to do rollout 2025 or 26 or 27, depending on when you are watching this. If you are watching in 2030, you could easily just add 2030. All right. Then you can now come here, customize and write to do, just like we did, and give space, and voila, you could just write everything. So doing all that in Canva just makes it a little bit more simplified and more customized and direct and straightforward. Now that you have your Vienna logo, you could also use ChatGPT to create your artwork. You could use it to make amazing stuff. Let's come here and say, create an artwork. So if you have a release you want to do and you need to create a vision of what it's supposed to look like, you could easily use this one. Create an artwork for a release, for a song titled I Love You, showing the streets of Lagos and two lovers. All right, this sounds cool. This sounds cinematic. So we can just click on send, and then we wait for DALL-E to get the info process and then check through the web and give us something amazing. All right, here you have it. This looks pretty solid. You could easily tweak the prompt until it looks something close to you. If you are a white person, if you're a black person, it doesn't matter about like who you are. If you just have something creative you can type, you could easily just come here, generate your ideas and click on the save. Easy, and that's how you get your artwork all sorted. Now when it comes to visual creation, I personally would advise you use a free app called CapCut. I'm sure you must have heard of it. So let's check for CapCut. They have their website. You could get it on Google Play Store, App Store, or wherever you are trying to check this thing. So for me, I can get it from my Apple Store, and it's absolutely free. You could just do whatever you like, and let me show you how it looks like. Once we open our CapCut, it is flexible, very flexible. Now that we have our logo and want to put an audio or want to put something unique about it, we can just click on, this is our PNG. We could just import and then put it in our songs, in our whatever we want, and just get everything all sorted. For some of you that might want to be creative around, just put a spectrum or stuff extensively, you could do that because there are loads of effects here. You could play around with stuff. Look at this. This is giving a glitch signal. You could play around, just vibe and be creative with it. This is not a course on how to use CapCut, but subsequently I'll be making you guys an extensive video. I'm just showing you guys how to work around your visual representation. You could shoot videos with your phone, which we'll be also teaching in the Music Business University. We'll show you how you could easily harness the power of using a mobile device and your camera to make outstanding stuff. So now, without deviating, let's go back to our initial plan. So if you've gotten your visual representation, you could go back to your ChatGPT and see your content plan and engagement strategy. It's talking about the music assets, which we have. You have to finalize the songs, you have to prepare music videos, visualizers, and behind the scenes content. So all you need to do is come back to your Google Keep, and then you just write maybe deliverables. You now write music video, lyrics video, whatever you like, you can just keep adding lyrics video, and let's say BTS, which is behind the scenes. Then you can come on there, you can see pre-save campaign, set up a pre-save campaign for the release on platforms like Spotify. So in the part of this course where we'll be teaching how to distribute, I'll be showing you guys about the pre-save and explain to you guys what every of these things mean. Now, so it's giving you advice on how to start networking with bloggers and playlist curators, which extensively your success on the internet strictly depends on how you network and do amazing stuff. So for the early buzz, which is the 2 to 3 months release plan before, you can see here it's talking about announce the project, teasers and snippets, collaborations, and then for the engagement, it's giving you the Q&A suggestion, giveaways for merch, tickets, exclusive content. So you see, basically what it's doing is it's giving you every single thing you need. Then the release week, which is 1 to 2 weeks before and after the release, it's talking about the music video release, the live performance, PR and influencers, paid ads. There's so much you could do by copying this stuff and then modifying and tweaking it into what fits your brand. Because, you know, the idea of trying to get a rollout is not because you are just trying to do something haphazard, it's because you are trying to get a clear vision of what you want to do. So using Google Keep or your Canva to get your logo and doing amazing stuff like album covers and customizing stuff is key to getting an upper edge in the industry. So now that you've gotten an idea of how these things work, progressively I'm going to be teaching you guys about the distribution funnels and how you could easily harness what we've learned here and create a big empire as an independent artist. And even if you are signed, you could make rough sketch with everything you've learned here. So pay close attention, and also make sure you download the resource file so you can get the prompts and you can get an example of some of the things I'm talking about. I will also include amazing applications that you could also check out, that are alternatives to this, in case you don't have so much finance, because ChatGPT costs around $20 a month, and then for Canva it's around $19. So stick around and pay close attention, because the other parts of this video is going to give you clearer insight on some of this stuff.